Welcome, foolish mortals. We are trying something new today. We're going to stream on Instagram and YouTube today. So, anybody on Instagram, welcome. Pop over to the YouTube channel if you want and subscribe if you would, please. Share, do whatever. Comment, rant, rave. Tell me I'm a fool for spending all my money, which I already know this. So, you don't have to worry about that. But today we're going to go over and show what I've picked over the past week at Ross. I actually just got back into town yesterday, and then last night I ended up wandering all over the place. What up, Keith? How you doing? I found something for you, Keith, while I was in Kansas. I'll show you on Thursday. Sleeping. What is up, brother? How you doing? Man, it's good to see you. I saw you in New York. Crazy. Were you there for work or fun? You got to see the Ghostbusters firehouse and everything. What up, FD? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, you'll be happy. So I'll show it to you Thursday when you get here. I saw him in Kansas and I was like, oh, I know who needs that. That's wonderful, Sleeping. You needed to get away for a while. That's what I did in October, just for a week, and it was refreshing. Then I went out Thursday to Kansas to see the family. I try and go out there before Christmas so that I don't interrupt their stuff. And it was actually a nice little getaway. Wouldn't say vacation because I was running around the whole time, but it was a lot of fun. So I hope everybody's getting their Christmas shopping done if you're doing any, and if you're just buying stuff for yourself, good for you. We all need more stuff because I don't have enough stuff and I need more stuff. So let's go ahead and start with some of these things. Now, these are everything from Ross from just before I left until last night. And I'm actually going out again tomorrow morning, so there'll probably be more. I might do another live stream maybe Friday. I also picked up a big collection of records from my local ARC. One of the guys held them back for me, and it's probably like 40 records or so. It's no, I'm gonna go with 60. It's a lot. It's kids stuff, soundtracks, rock, country, a little bit of everything. What up, Jonathan? How you doing? So let us begin this craziness that is Ross. I would say Ross has been incredibly good this year. Probably the best closeout we've seen in ages. Although Ollie's just got a huge new collection of stuff, and I just saw their ad that's got a lot of McFarlane, more Marvel, stuff like that, and they're 20% off. So if you have an Ollie's in your area, which I just left a city that did yesterday, I am not driving all the way back to Hayes to see what they have. So not unless somebody wants to come with me. And then they might do a nice day trip. So it's 5.5 hours away. But check out your Ollie's. Always check your Rosses. If you have girlfriends, wives, things like that, one thing you need to check is Marshall's. Marshall's has been getting Loungefly bags in for $30. If you know Loungefly, they're the Funko brand that's like, ladies love them. They're great. So far, I've found like 3 different ones, and they're reasonably priced. If anybody see anything, cool that a mom or somebody would want, they're not dude friendly, but What up, Duffman? How you doing? Razov. Oh, and now coming live, or at least partially alive, from Overland. How are you, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Good. Do you have some stuff to show too?
I do have a few bits.
Cool. You always find good stuff. I envy your car boot sales because we don't have those here a lot. We have garage sales, but they're scattered all over the city.
I did pick a few bits up from the last boot sale that I was going to this year anyway. Boot sale doesn't finish up until this weekend, but you know the situation I'm in with my mum and that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
last week was like, I said I'll just leave it. Last week was like the last week. I did pick up a nice little box with some random pieces and some very nice pieces that's in here.
You never know. Those random boxes are great. It's I kind of bought these records I bought as a just buy them. You know, I'm not going to sort through them thing. And I was like, okay. And he was like, $60. I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. And it's got good stuff in it. I'll run something on Friday, I think, for him. So, but let me show you what I got here so far. Okay, let's
I'm
start with.
interested to see what you got from Ross. As soon as that popped up and he says, asked if somebody jump on, I'd like to see what Ghost got for Ross because Ross has been really interesting over the last few days.
It's been nuts. It really is. Stuff I've still have never seen in Denver is showing up at Ross for a quarter of the price or less. But
yeah, because you can see one item behind you that I've seen. There's another couple. They're toy hunters as well. They're Cry Toy Scales. I don't know if you've heard of them.
oh yeah,
And one of the items that I can see behind you, I can't believe that they were selling that for $20.
it's why I bought one. I would never buy one, but it's too cheap. Just like so, we might as well start with the Black Panther Electronic Legends helmet.
That is mental how much that was
Yeah.
going for.
So it says it was $75, but I remember it being more than that.
I'm sure it's, I think some places over here, I think they're still wanting like 108 quid for it or something.
Yeah, so it's got a light up feature and all kinds of little things on it, but $20.
Can't beat it though, eh?
No, and people are just. I was lucky to get one. There was a couple guys in front of me, and that store had 6, and they were splitting them up between them. And I was like, "Is there any way I can get? I just need one, just one." And one of the guys was like, "Yeah, yeah, you know what? You can have one of mine." I was like, "That's nice of you. Thank you, thank you." So let's start with. I just unpiled something, so we might as well start with that. So they have started getting Halo in. So there's this cool little thing called a mantis. And it is a cool looking little mech thingy.
You know, I've been looking for one of those ghosts and I can't get one for under 80 quid over here.
Well, if you want one, next time I see one, I'll grab one because they're $10.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, $10. So I will, if I see another one tomorrow or when I'm out and about, I will grab you one. So you'll have to tell me what of all this other stuff you might want. So to go with it, the 3 3/4 inch-ish Halo figures are $1.99.
Jesus.
Those
are good figures though. There's good. That Halo line is real. I do have a few of them myself.
Well, I don't know why, but this grunt conscript guy is $3. And they say he used to be $20 in the store. There's no way this figure was $20.
No.
But
over here, man, they were getting sold for like $9.99 over here.
I think it might have just been mismarked. It must be something else. And then there's this cool 3-pack. I haven't played Halo since the first Halo, but the figures are sweet.
Oh, the figures are cool, and that especially that line.
$7.99.
I love those figures, man. I pick them up every time I see them.
Now these I can't believe are this cheap. The 6-inch figures, $4.
Jesus.
So I got Spartan Rogue, is the blue dude, and I got a Master Chief, and KATB320. That's a long name.
Cat for short.
Cat for short. And then George 52.
Oh, Georgie's a good figure. That's a good one. Like,
He's heavy. He's a good heavy figure. But I
I
could
think
not believe it was $4.
when you've done the standard size, like 5-inch ones, George was still quite a hefty figure because he's got a big backpack, plus he's got the big turret gun as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see when I'm playing that. I mean, he's just. I might actually have to try and find another so that I can open him. Him and Paz Vizsla can sit together. And then more McFarlane. We got Witcher stuff. We got Galt
Oh, nice.
and Geary
I have that one somewhere.
and the other Galt. And then a Jackster, but he was a platinum.
Oh, nice.
So, and they're also $5.
I've seen plenty of that guy, but I've never seen the one with the platinum sticker thing on it.
Yeah, I rarely have ever gotten a platinum. I think I have a cat woman who's a platinum, but usually the platinums go pretty quick as a chase figure. And then I don't know this show, the Seven Deadly Sins. It's another McFarlane thing, but they were $4, so I got the only two they had.
It's a good series. It's a good anime series.
Yeah, I'm not too impressed with the packaging, but for $4 or $5, I buy a lot of stuff for cheap.
See, you're the same as me. Is that sometimes when you go out and you see good deals, you can't pass them. You have to.
Yeah, I owned no Halo. I now own all this Halo, and I might buy more if I see more. I owned none of this. I bought it anyway. There's all kinds of stuff that recently, because of how cheap it is, I can't. My brain just won't let me not buy it.
There's one item I got, Chris, that I believe it's some sort of game. But when I seen the character, I was like, that looks quite cool. It's nothing that probably nothing I would normally pick up. It'd probably be something I would pick up for one of the nieces or nephews. But I picked that and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to add that to the collection.
Yeah.
it was only like £1.50 or something for it.
Yeah, I was like, why is this not letting me erase things? This is a problem. Jeez. Okay, let's try again. It's typing backwards. Weird. Okay. Anyway. Trying to say hi to everybody on Instagram, but when I type on my comments, it types it backwards. So anybody on Instagram, hi. I'll check in randomly from here, but I don't see. I do see the collector of safe space. He says his wife has 3 lounge flies. They're pretty darn cheap. I'll pop over here randomly to say hey to everybody. But if you want to join us and stuff, pop over to the YouTube channel. It's easier. They also got Wave 2 of the Princess Bride figures.
Ooh.
So this is Inigo Montoya, the bloody version. And the Dread Pirate Roberts, bloody version.
So much as Ross selling those for?
These were $5.
Jam.
Yeah, which is why I bought another set. I already had a set of these, but there's no Andre. So, and I didn't see a Vicini. So I don't know if those are coming later or what. Let's see. Some of this around. It's gotten out of hand over here. That's what it has. They've started getting micro machines in for $3.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I bought a couple of them. They had a 2-pack with both of the Transformer ones in it, but I already have those, so I didn't need it. Do these next. So I never saw these in Denver ever. These are the Jada Universal Monsters figures.
Oh,
And they are selling these for $9.
Jesus. They're usually about 30 quid over here, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe more.
I mean, I've never got to see them, and the sculpts on them are just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
That's a nice sculpt on Frankenstein, like.
Yeah, wait till you see Bride. They really captured that actress's face.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, I would say these are look as good quality as anything NECA has put out. But there are apparently no Draculas. They're getting solid cases of each of the three of these, but nobody's seen a Dracula yet. Yeah, I bought two of each, John, because I had to. I never saw them, and I just love. They're going to look great just sitting like that on the shelf.
Oh, definitely, aye.
I love Universal Monsters. I don't, they were the first monster stuff I ever saw as a kid. A couple more here, real quick. He-Man. There are at least this wave, which is Sorceress, Manifaces, Shadow Weaver, and Pighead. $3.99.
Holy crap, man.
Yeah.
That's actually quite a cool figure, that pig guy.
I was like, I really liked all these, and it's I don't know what they're doing, but Target just started clearing all their figures out. All the regular figures like this are $7, and then the bigger ones are $10. So I don't know if they're just taking Christmas to clear some stuff out before all that new stuff comes out, or maybe they're not going to carry the new stuff. It's hard to tell.
Well, especially with Target, man, because it's like they seem to get them in within 2 or 3 months.
Gerard, how you doing?
Either yourself, G-Force, or any of the other guys go to Target and they're reduced them.
Yeah, I went around to a couple Targets last night, and they are just wiped out. Their aisles are so empty. There's not going to be a big clearance from them this year unless they get some sort of big influx of stuff just before Christmas. Because they already started clearancing a little bit of stuff, and then they this week all Jurassic Park was 30% off.
Because remember
last week all Transformers were 30% off.
I remember last year about this time you went to Target and you picked up a shitload of stuff.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff last year. But I think they over-ordered last year because I think they thought Christmas was going to be bigger after COVID and stuff. And most people just did it on the internet. But the Lego aisles are just wiped clean in Target. One store I counted, they had 27 pieces of Lego left on both sides of the aisle.
Damn.
Yeah, and they were waiting. They said they had a huge shipment that they were supposed to get in tonight that they were going to put out. So I was like, oh, man, okay.
I know I'll be doing in a few hours' time.
Go ahead and show me what you got for a minute.
Well, a friend from work, because I went and gave their grandson quite a lot of cars that just was sitting about. So they went to a toy fair last weekend as well.
Yeah.
So she went and found this. She knows how much I love Harley Quinn and that.
That's cool.
It's actually a light. It's just like a bigger version of the scalers that you normally get.
Yeah.
So she got me that, and her daughter got me this set.
Oh, that's cool.
Don't know if anybody's seen these.
No, we didn't really get a lot of Pacific Rim stuff.
Because this is the NECA convention exclusive for 2015.
That was that they really missed the boat with that. They could have done a lot of kaijus and mechs and stuff for that line, and it just didn't. I don't think they thought it was going to do well, and then the second one didn't.
The site that I usually buy a lot of stuff off of recently, they were also doing these for £5. So,
oh, those are cool. Are they metal or paper?
I don't know yet. I've not actually opened them up to see, but I think they're like cardboard, like hard cardboard.
Huh.
So I got what one's this? The Klingon battle cruiser.
That is cool.
I got the Bird of Prey.
Ooh.
I got the Reliant.
Sweet. Well, how much were these each?
£5.
That's not bad.
I got the Refit Enterprise.
Oh, wow. Cool.
This is from the lower deck, so I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure how you pronounce it on the USS. Is it
Cerritos.
Cerritos. And then
Like
I got
Doritos and just put a C instead of a D.
Then I got the Discovery.
Really cool. That may be the first piece of Lower Decks merchandise I've actually seen. I was hoping that Playmates did those Prodigy figures. I was hoping they'd do some Lower Decks figures.
Yeah, me and Dave was talking about those, and man, I thought we would have seen them over here, those Lower Deck figures, because there is a couple of them that I really want, kind of thing. They look cool as hell. But that was a figure there that
cool.
Like £1.50, and it's like just to me, it just looked weird with the. Then we have a store over here, Pride, one below. Just it's kind of probably similar to your Five Below kind of thing.
Yeah.
I picked up.
Oh wow, cool.
I think you picked up a few Scooby-Doo things a few weeks back. So when I seen these, it's like I had to get the Samurai, and I got the.
I think the only thing I'm missing from that entire series is the Stagecoach.
Because fair enough, the bat doesn't really tell you too much.
Yeah, there's 6 of those. I think there's 6 of those, and then there's like a Scooby with a villain. So there's 2 packs that have a couple, and then there's big play sets.
But I also went to the charity shop, and I think I might have to start a new collection at some point. And so I've been doing Shabby talking about a certain line and all that. Oh. So I ended up finding this in a charity shop.
Wow. That's cool.
How does this come off again? So it comes with the 2 figures, little robot guy. There's the only thing that is missing. There's one piece missing that so these can actually attach to it.
Oh.
But I could easily try and find something, but I couldn't leave that behind. It was like, that looked cool as hell.
That is cool. I have tried not to get into any more Playmobil. I still need to get the Magnum PI, and I only have a couple pieces of the Asterix stuff. And
it was a pain in the arse to try and work out how to change the batteries on this, but all the stuff all still works.
That's cool.
My fingers are too big to actually get behind that little plate just to switch off.
Yeah.
So that's what kind of made me go and get the Scooby-Doo stuff. There is one of the Playmobil lines I really want to get into, and it's the dinosaur one, but it kind of reminds me of Dino Rider slightly.
Oh yeah. So I saw some of those over at Barnes and Noble that were on clearance, but just weren't quite clearance enough.
My local B&M's is now starting. Me and Dave was talking about this. It's like this is one line we haven't seen in B&M's yet. Is that you get a lot of DC stuff. You do get the occasional Marvel, but we haven't seen Marvel Legends yet.
Mm.
So they're selling these for £8.
Nice.
So this was the only one that had left, so I picked them up.
I love that one. That was an inspired casting. It really was.
So I keep going back to him like for Saturday. Like every time I finish work, I've quickly went to B&M's to see if they've got any more.
Lack, I have a whole bunch of the Western ones. I have a few knights and things like that, but I don't have my castle anymore. I don't know what happened to it. But I have a whole bunch of the stuff that you could make a little cowboy village out of.
And then I went to Game, and Game were selling these for £6. So I bought one just to see what these are at. I've seen a lot of folk from picking these up, but I don't know if they're actually proper 6-inch figures, if they're articulated, or if they're just, because you can tell the difference between.
Well, yeah, those were Hasbro Pulse exclusives, and they were supposed to be for army builders. So they cut the packaging down, cut some of the accessories down inside, but the figure's normal.
It's just that when you look at that box compared to that box, it's like it looks.
Yeah, but remember the figures are only like that big, and they're wrapped in stuff inside. And
so I just picked one up just to see what it was like. Yeah, I've seen a lot of folk picking up the ninjas. So if I can find any more in these, any more of these guys in games, I'm going to pick some more up for
that price. You can't beat it.
For other, and then I ended up buying.
They did
these for £1.50, so I ended up picking up a ton of these.
Oh, the oozes.
The oozes. My nephew's seen them. It's like, it's one of those for me. And it's like, maybe.
Maybe. We'll see.
Right. Ooh. I'll show this. I mean, this was just a random box. Guy was selling. He just wanted a couple of quid for it. So just like random.
Oh, cool. Yeah, random army dude.
Yeah, it's like
cool.
It's just
cannon fodder.
I basically keep these are good for customizing if you want to customize.
Yeah, they kind of look like the newer Coors stuff that Walmart had a couple years ago. Oh, he's neat.
I believe that's Fortnite.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
I do have a few of these guys, so that's kind of the reason I picked up the box.
Huh. What is it?
I can't remember the name of the series. I think it was something Hawks.
Oh,
so I have the Rhino.
I have some of them on card now that I think about it.
So I have the Rhino. I don't know if he's a Rhino, but he looks like a Rhino. He's got like the horn. I've got that guy, and I've got a bike, and I've got the little companion for the main character as well.
Hey, get off my window! Throw at him. It's a squirrel sitting on my window. There he goes. Sitting on my window, just looking in at me. Freak. Oh, cool. And Iron Man beat him up. Oh, cool. That's is that a Bruce Wayne or is that the Shadow?
Bruce Wayne, I believe.
Yeah. Ryu.
A little bit sun damage, but
yeah. Rez off his order got the kit for $32 on Amazon this year.
The reason I
saw a lot of those were marked down over there. We did not get that same markdown over here on Amazon.
The reason I bought this box is that you probably see who the character is.
Nice.
The only reason I bought the box was for this, because I do have a carded version of this, and I always want to open it, but I like the card art, so I don't want to waste the box.
I always had questions about why does he have a Starfleet phaser?
Yeah, I just have to be honest with you, I kind of wondered that myself. And then I think that's another Fortnite figure that was
Okay.
in here. There was a Terrahawks figure in here.
Oh, cool.
Robocop.
Nice. What is it? That's a good box.
I don't know if this is Doctor Who or if this is from the other series that they did. The dinosaur one.
I think it's the dinosaur one. Nice.
And then just like little. It's a new version of the Scarecrow.
Okay.
There's another Fortnite figure. Visionary.
Oh, cool.
I'm not too sure what that guy is, but he looks familiar.
That is boy, he does look
something.
familiar.
Is it X? Something 11. I could be wrong. Throwing the stuff away. There was also a police precinct figure in there as well.
Nice.
Little star screen.
Whoa.
Probably one of the worst Dragon Ball Z movies ever made. That's the Boom. Is it Bulma?
Oh, cool. Huh.
Ben 10. You will like this character because you picked up quite a few of this line.
Oh yeah. He always whenever I see him, I'm like, oh, that's Aquaman. Oh no, it's not. Hey, he's right here in front of me.
One of these Leonards.
Yeah.
Batman.
I am surprised that Ross has not gotten more Flash or Black Adam stuff or original Aquaman. Huh. I really thought we'd see a ton of that.
Don't know what these are off, eh?
Huh.
There's another. I think that's another Fortnite guy.
Yeah.
The GoBot.
Oh, cool. Wow, this is a really good box.
Talking about Aquaman.
Yeah, yeah.
I believe that's from Turtles.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
There's quite a lot of these lanyard figures here, eh? So there's another Batman.
Cool. Lilo and Stitch. Cool.
There's a wee Bendy reboot figure. I haven't seen these for years, man.
Yeah, me neither. There's a show that could use a reboot. Cool. Oh.
Didn't even realize he was in the box. These are right at the bottom.
Cool.
Better not lose that.
Oh, nice.
Another Batman. Another Ben 10. Another Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, Ben 10 is something I actually don't have a representation of in my collection. I should buy at least one figure.
Oh, there's a
Starfire.
Okay. And then this at the bottom of this box is just random
thingies. Oh yeah, weren't those called beansies?
Mm.
Ooh,
Yeah, there's that one as well.
cool. Huh.
It's like these. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what line these are from.
Huh. Maybe they go to some of the Fortnite figures had weird stuff. Maybe.
Mm.
I don't know. Huh.
I did get some other more Super 7 power. I got some of the Power Ranger stuff, but I've put them in storage at the minute. I need to get them back out for Thursday to kind of show off.
Hmm.
I noticed B&M's. Well, my B&M's is now starting to sell them the Super 7, the 3 3/4 inch ones, and they're only wanting £4 or £5 for them. So I was thinking about picking up a couple of extra, having an extra set, so I can actually have one opened. And
I was kind of hoping that stuff would start showing up at Ross or somewhere, but really, almost nothing for Super Seven has shown up.
I don't know if you noticed, but I eventually put this out,
Nice. That's cool.
and that's
Huh.
I do like I do like the stand that comes with.
Yeah, it looks beautiful up there.
I also got the daggers as well because the daggers were reduced as well, so I was like, I couldn't resist it.
Well, something that's going to be on clearance soon, I just saw today, Target has got 66 Batman bat cuffs, a bat communicator, and something else. I'm like, why did you produce those? Those are not going to sell, except to me when they go clearance. And I will buy them.
You just wonder why nobody buys stuff like that. I mean, you think it'd be something from that they've been wanting for years, kind of thing.
Well, and all that Batman 66 stuff, it sells initially pretty well, but then the second sell-through just doesn't happen, and then it just eventually gets marked down. All right, let's see. Next, more McFarlane Mortal Kombat 11 figures. Liu Kang. Fight. And Cabal. He's very cool. I might have to pick up another one of him. He just look at him on the back. He just looks kick-ass.
Did I see that right? $5 for that?
$5.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's like most of the McFarlane stuff is relatively cheap. Speaking of $5,
No way.
way. I
I
lied.
just-
It's $6.
I seen that the weekend there, £35.
I was like, and they only got one, he said, and I was like, okay, well, it's mine now, so thank you. And then I did get one of these
Or the Lord Zed helmet.
Lord Zed helmets.
You'll have so much fun with that if you ever open it up, like.
And it was $30. So
That's what I paid for my one. About £30.
I was like, that's a good price. And then they started getting a whole bunch of the Dungeons and Dragons stuff. So I picked up this Nerf fish shooter launcher thing.
I have, man. I've seen them showing up in shops over here. See the dragon one that they've got, the big massive one.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get that eventually. This one was $5. And then I got the Forge.
Nice.
And Edgin. And Holga.
I bought that one. When that got reduced over here, that was the first one I picked up.
and Simon,
Oh,
and they were
nice.
$5 a piece.
Damn.
So, I picked up the first wave when Target clearanced them. But, then there is this one, Thimblechod, some sort of dragon crossbow that they never used in the movie. And it
Nice.
was $8. Normally, I don't buy accessories like that, but again, it was cheap, and I've got almost all the stuff for this movie now. I was kind of hoping they'd have those little dice changer things as
Yeah,
well.
I've been looking at them over the last few weeks. I'm kind of tempted to buy one just to see what they're like.
I initially bought one, but then I never opened it, of course. So I couldn't really tell you. Now to some newer Marvel pickups. So they've started getting the uh, classic figures in for $3 a piece.
Oh, nice.
And then they also started getting some new Marvel Legends. I got this dude for 6, He Who Remains. And I actually picked up 2 because now that he's been fired, this will be probably the only figure made of him, I would assume. I got the VHS for Mystique, and she was $6. This is the only one of these I've ever seen. I've never seen the Wolverine or any of the others. They were Target exclusives over here, and I never saw them. They got sold out. The only place I see them is in comic book stores and at toy shows. That's the only place I see them. I did pick up a couple zombie Iron Men because I think he's a good looking figure.
I do like that one. I've got that one on the shelf.
So, they were all of the Marvel Legends are $6. And I got Gore. Because, yeah, Christian Bale. And then it started picking up some of the Fantastic Fours. So High Evolutionary, $6.
Nice.
And the Sentinels. And these were $6. Again, I never saw these in stores.
They're good
So
figures. I ended up
Steve,
buying. I ended up buying 3 of them.
it's massive. Let's see. G.I. Joe. Again, until this really started, I didn't own very many G.I. Joes. Now I own a whole bunch. This is Recondo, Tiger Force, $6.
See, I can't believe they're selling. They've been selling. Ross has been selling them for between $4.99, well, between $5 to $6 a figure.
Yeah,
And folk were buying them when they first come out, and they were like, what, $20 to $35?
yeah. When you could find them, I remember just never seeing most of them in stores, and they disappeared again. Then they came back, and now they're getting enough shipped. Some of the newer ones I do see in the store for about a week or so. I did find another Zaymot, which around here is very hard. They seem to be getting whole cases of Tomots. And I was like, well, okay. Well, I bought another one just in case. Shipwreck. He's actually a relatively newer figure.
I was just going to say, he's only been out about, what, 6 months?
Something like that. And I picked up another barbecue.
The barbecue fire, that's a good one. I do like that one. Like, that's a
He was
nice.
always my favorite, but I wish they'd do him again in the real colors, the orange and stuff.
Yeah.
But for now, he's fine. I've bought 2 or 3 of him, so if I want to open one now, I can. And then Outback, also from Tiger Force. I was watching a video today from Vern, And Vern says that some of this stuff is starting to hang around his Ross's. It isn't here. If you don't go first thing in the morning or so, you're not going to catch a lot of this stuff. And there's 2 or 3 of us kind of splitting up all over town, trying to see, who's got what, because they do all get the exact same things. So, like, if I saw, what did I see today? Something I saw on Vern's, I'm hoping to get tomorrow when I get to theirs, because they would have unpacked all the same stuff on the same days. So sometimes Ross is, you never know what Ross is going to get. Here, apparently, they have set this stuff out so that the store gets about the same stuff every week. So all the stores get the same things.
There's a group. There's a group on Facebook that I'm in, and he's a British guy, and he goes to Home Bargains and B&M's, and that's usually when I know when there's good stuff in, because I get the notification. It's like, right, I'm going to Home Bargains, I'll go to B&M's. But at the minute, he's went and put a post up that they're doing the CGI He-Man line, and his one's got basically every CGI figure that's come out. So I really want the big Skeletor, like the bat, the one with the wings. That's getting sold there for $3.99.
They the Castle Eternia set that goes with that line, Ross has started getting those for $24 a piece.
Jesus.
Yeah, so if I see one, I'm probably going to pick one up, because I have bought a lot of that line on clearance. So especially from Entertainment Earth, it can be. For Archive, I finally found a decent packaged Bosch. And I got a Tatooine Mandalorian, for $3.99. If they'd had more than one, I probably would have bought several. I mean, you could army build the hell out of these for $4.
But I actually seen that this afternoon on one of the, you see, Instagram or Facebook.
It was Instagram, and they had the whole thing was covered in them.
I couldn't believe it when I says $4 for that. I was like, that's usually about what, 25 quid when it first.
Well, yeah, and I don't even know who this was. I don't know if this was a GameStop exclusive, because generally the coin ones are all exclusives to someone. But I do not know. But if I see more, I will purchase. And then this kind of came out of nowhere. 50th anniversary Leia.
Nice.
So I don't know where they had these stacked at somewhere.
I know my game's got that layer, and I keep meaning to pick it up, and I just, at the minute, I've spent far too much money over the last month or so. It's just mental.
Ross has killed me. Just killed me. And then I did find an incinerator trooper with Grogu. And then I did get some figures as the fifth brother. And these guys have started showing up, ARC troopers, for $4.
Damn.
Yeah, again, I would have bought more if they'd had more, but they only had that one. Obi-Wan Vader. Hey, Mr. B, how's it going? And some of them are kind of smooshed a little bit, but also for $4, who cares? Also, I might open it, or I might send it to Kat for Raffy, and he'll open it. So, I got some Neds.
I love that droid. I'm went a bit mental on him.
A couple Obi-Wans. A Cassian.
Nice.
And an Ahsoka. I want to find a couple more of these, because the one I've got, this is the only one I've ever found, and it's kind of bent up. So I'd like to find another one or two of those. But, for $5, they have these exact same kind of ish ones over at Target at the moment for $25 a piece. So, and then there's Ahsoka with Grogu. Can't go wrong with those. Let's see. Yeah. It's like a weird game of Tetris, moving everything around on this table so I can get to things. Okay, so then for Black Series, got Cad Bane. And all the Black Series are $6. Does Echo? Yeah. Echo from Bad Batch.
That's crazy how much they're going for in Ross. Like,
Imperial Officer from Andor. Mr. Grogu.
now that's kind of more a reasonable price for that. I wouldn't pay the $25.99 for it.
Yeah, he comes with some accessories, but he's not big enough to be a full price figure to me.
I'm sure HMV over here, I'm sure they're wanting $27.99 for that.
Yeah. Jyn Erso.
Nice.
And this week they just started getting Ahsoka's in from The Mandalorian.
Damn, man. That's mental.
So, again, $6. I can't not buy them. And then they started getting some of these Funko sodas in. They had Ursula and Marty McFly. So I got to open all those.
Much of the selling those for then goes the
$5 instead of 15. So, I bought a few to try and get the chase. So I just have to. I haven't opened any of these. I might as well pop a couple. And what's interesting is some of these, like the Grinch and a couple others I've gotten recently, they're your version. They're the international versions of the figures, which are packaged slightly different. So I don't know why that is, but there's Marty. Oh, it's Back to the Future 2, Marty.
Oh, cool.
It's hoverboard. Yep, he's just the normal one. Back in the bag. No, they do not actually have soda in them.
I've seen the soda bottle. I have seen the soda bottle ones kicking about here as well.
Oh yeah, I've only ever seen one of those, and I bought it.
I believe the little guy inside is slightly bigger than what's in the can.
Well, I don't know. I can go get mine, and we can open it later. I have not. Let's just see what I got. Oh, I got the chase. Okay, let's see what this is. So we got Marty with the hoverboard. Oh, you got Marty's kid, Marty Jr. with his hat.
Oh, nice.
Goody. All right, now I don't have to buy any more of those. Well, there's 6 in a box, and there's 1 chase in every box. So it's kind of hard. You never know. Here's another Ursula.
For $5, man, you don't mind buying quite a few of them, but when they're 15, you don't want to touch them.
When I'm used to buying 2 for $30, I don't mind buying 4 for $20. But I did just get the Ursula chase.
That's why I've been buying those Funko pins now, because that toy's for £1. They're selling them for two quid.
Oh, cool! That's her with Trident's, the Trident and his
nice
crown. Cool. I'm happy with that. And there for a while, Ross was getting a lot of Funko, and they've either run out or they're not shipping it anymore because they're not getting as much as they were. I mean, either have already done it or there's coming up a couple Funko videos from Ross, and some of the things I got that were like $60 and got them for 10. I'm like, damn it, I don't need more Funko. So speaking of more Funko, I got this 100th anniversary Elsa that comes with a pin, which is kind of cool.
Oh, nice.
And all Funkos are $5. And so let's see, let me do this one first. I got Ginger, and I got Gilligan and the Professor and Mary Ann last time, so I only need a couple more. That'll make me happy. I found this one today, a cool Whitney Houston from when she sang the Star Spangled Banner at the Super Bowl. Which is that right here? No. Okay. And then I found this set, which was $20, basically $20 a piece each on Funko's site, and it's a train.
Oh,
so you got Cruella DeVille in her car, and Captain Hook on his ship. It's supposed to be like parade floats, and the Evil Queen in a poisoned apple. Ursula in a shell. And then Maleficent is the driver, and she comes up for the engine. But they were expensive when they first came out. They've started getting Fortnite figures for $2 a piece.
Oh, damn.
And Fortnite, they got the Fortnite Big Rig. It was $24. Some other set that was $14. And then they got those sharks for $5. Which I bought like 2 of those sharks because those were cool. They started getting a whole bunch of these in again for $4.
Oh, nice.
Started getting a lot of Jurassic Park, so I got a Pterodon and a Scorpia Venenator. I don't know what that is. I don't think it's a real dinosaur. But I know Rafi will like them, and they were cheap, so I got them instead. And then I started getting a couple pieces of the Hammond collection.
Oh, nice.
So I had to get that one. It was $10. So I've ended up buying a whole bunch of collections.
Just talking about Rafi and Kat, there was one actually. There was one extra item I did get. I meant to show it off, and I'm gradually getting into this line.
Oh, wow, neat. I do not understand why that stuff is not more prevalent. Target is the only store I've seen that carries any Godzilla stuff, and they don't carry very much of it.
I got this out of TK Maxx for $7.99.
Wow. Our TJ Maxx doesn't have anything that cool in them.
The only 2 that they had was this one and King Kong. I picked the Godzilla. I was hoping they would have got some more in, Chris, because I really love this line. This is the second one, because I got the Fire Godzilla, the one that's got the flames on him. But I really want the Destroyer. I want to find Destroyer, and also want to find him as well.
Oh yeah, Gigon. Nice.
And then I've also done
the 2018 version, or is that the 16 version?
That's the 16. That kind of, I think that's it. It looks like the Shin Godzilla a little bit.
Oh yeah, it does. Wow. Now, see what you did? Because now I'm going to have to go to a couple TJ Maxx's tomorrow. Just to see. Because every time I go there, they don't have anything good. They have a lot of preschool toys and a few little things here and there. Why they got those starting lineup figures, I
DK
don't.
Maxx is, man, over here that's a weird one for toys, because you can go in every week and not find anything decent, and then you just go on that one random day and you find something, but it's like they only seem to get either one or two.
Yeah, it's a weird place.
It's like they just get like random. They must just get like random pallets of stuff.
Okay, so for the last bit is some Transformers, which I have a whole bunch that I've bought, and they're in a box somewhere. I was going to do a whole video on them, and then that box accidentally got buried. So that's going to have to be a January video. I picked up the Road Rocket. Is his name Road Rocket? Yeah, G2 Road Rocket from Legacy.
He's up there as well. What we should do is in January at some point, we should just do a live stream and unbox all the Transformers we've picked up and try and
unboxing. Good way to get you banned from my channel. This is I already forgot. Oh, Point Blank. He's a target master. And then I don't particularly not I don't not like these, but they're very kid down versions. But they look good in their robot forms. And they do transform, they're just very simple. 4 steps. And then there was a shockwave.
More is that the Earth Spark or line? Or
I don't know. It doesn't actually, it just says Transformers. It says more than meets the eye, authentic Transformers.
I wonder if that's like the ones that they brought a few years back, that it was just basic Transformers and it was just no more than 6 steps to transform it.
Well, except for Shockwave, which needs 15.
Kind of those kind of remind me, because I've got I'm sure it's Grimlock.
Yeah, I didn't see any others in this boxing. I want to see if they've got, like, they must have a Megatron or something. And if they have 2 Autobots, they should have 2 Decepticons. The reason
I asked if that was the Earthrise or Earthspark, because that Bumblebee kind of looks like the Earthspark Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Especially the face wise.
It'll be because I haven't seen too much others. And then I got this. I already had bought one of these, but the packaging was a little messed up. So I picked up a Ghostbusters Afterlife Clue for $5.
Oh, nice.
So for $5, it can't go too bad. Oh, is that why it's $5? It's in Spanish. Not that you can't play Clue normally, but I just bought it because it was $5 and it was Ghostbusters. But, so that is basically the past 2 weeks. I did pick up one of those the G.I. Joe Crocmaster guys. I have picked up him. I don't know where he went. I must have packed it away already. I picked up that Loki. I picked up another couple in that wave. But I've already trying to clean, but it's a never ending, because I don't, it hits at the worst thing in my collecting mentality of I don't want to miss out on something. Like, I didn't go early enough and now I didn't get that Transformers arc that I wanted, or other people didn't go, so they
selling it for 40 quid
$40. Yeah. Or others didn't get out, and so they didn't get that lightsaber, and those have never come back again.
$60 for that the raised lightsaber. That's
mental.
It's crazy when you actually go out to certain shops and you see, like, especially when it comes to discount store, and it shows you what the prices are in there compared to what they are in like proper shops, and it's like you just wonder how they get away with it.
Well, I worked retail for a lot of years, and you know, it's looking at these. If they are charging $5.99 for this, they did not pay more than $1.50 or $2 for it. So, and then like some of the McFarlane stuff, they probably paid $1 a piece for, and it's just crazy. Some of these things, it's like, well, but then how come this is $16.99 at Walmart 2 months ago, or worse? This figure, vintage collection figures, are now $16 at Walmart.
Mm.
Well, this was $4. So now, do I wait until next Christmas to see if they get stuff?
See,
It's
that's the thing that I always kind of like think to myself is like, because I picked up quite a few of the Turtle Ultimate figures, and we know between the two of us, we know exactly how much they are in I think Target, another one. I have seen folk showing them off when they've done their toy hunt. And it's like, how
yeah.
are they like 60 odd quid in certain shops, but you get a discount store here, B&M's, that are selling them for 20.
Well, and that was KB Toys' entire business model. Now, when we bought new stuff, we always had to have them $1 or so more because they had to continue to keep the same profit margin as all our other stuff. Because we weren't in the. It was hard to convince people. Like when Spawn toys came out or something, we couldn't explain to people why ours were $12 and the others were $10 at other stores. It's like, first of all, we're in a mall and it costs more to be here. Secondly, we don't buy enough of them, you know. But 8 months down the line, when McFarlane needs to get rid of all the stuff he couldn't sell, we'll sweep in and buy it, and then you can come buy them for $7.99. It's crazy. And some of the exclusives, Jonathan's saying that they're taking a huge loss. They may be on some of their exclusive things. Hasbro is taking an absolute bath on all these figures because it's not just Ross, it's Ollie's as well, and it's Big Lots, and it's Burlington Coat Factory and TJ Maxx and Marshalls. They all have Marvel Legends. I know Funko was in a pretty big financial problems this summer, and that's why I think we've seen so much of that stuff thrown in. But no, these are not coming from Walmart. These are coming from Hasbro. They're solid cases coming from Hasbro. Now, the Walmart exclusive ones they have already paid for, those are, but not the normal figures. Those are all coming directly from Hasbro, because I've been talking to the Ross orderers, and they won't give me information about cost, of course, but they are saying where stuff's coming from. And it's not a ton of Walmart as much as you'd think. But then it brings up the question: where was all this stuff, in the spring and summer when we were looking for it in the stores? None of this stuff never hit the shelves.
That was just like back in April when our game stores over here started selling a lot of the Masters of the Universe stuff. The majority of the figures were like $4.99.
Yeah.
And then 6 months prior, man, they were selling them for from 20 odd quid.
It's crazy. Or what's weird is when they mark stuff up. Target does that. Target will have a whole bunch of stuff. The He-Man figures are a good example, and they marked tons of them down, clearanced them out, $6, something like that, and then they all came back in again, and they marked them all back up to $20 a piece, and then they didn't sell again, and so they had to mark some stuff down again. And I don't get Target is the best at getting rid of clearance, because if it's not on their planograms, they get rid of it. That's part of the problem with why sometimes you see brand new toys being clearanced to Target, because they're not on their new planograms. And so they'll come in and it will be gone. And, it's like, well, why is this on clearance? Like Wish stuff. Wish started showing up in Targets too early, and they had to clearance a whole bunch of it because there wasn't space for it on the shelves yet. And they can't keep that stuff in the back room. They work on what's called positive inventory, and they have to move stuff. It has to keep cycling through the store. And randomly, the computer will just tell them that it needs to get marked down and get rid of. Well, they know they shouldn't sell this stuff, but it is coming. It is coming from Hasbro. I don't know why that's hard to believe. I don't know why they wouldn't sell it for half price on Pulse and make money. They could sell it at cost plus shipping on Hasbro Pulse, and it would make money. Why aren't their figures cheaper on Pulse than they are at Walmart? I've never understood that. If I buy directly from you, I should get a discount. Not maybe as good as Walmart's, but at least $1. McFarlane's the same way. It's amazing all this stuff is coming directly from McFarlane, but it is. And it's just leftover warehouse stock. And it happens, but I've never seen it on this scale before. But no, none of that stuff has been paid for by Walmart except Walmart's exclusives. Walmart doesn't prepay for figures that sit in Hasbro's warehouse. I worked for Walmart. They buy a certain amount. That amount is shipped to their warehouses. They don't buy an extra million that are just sitting in their warehouse somewhere. If they need more, the computer goes ahead and orders more for stores. It's their inventory system is amazing to learn into. But it's also doesn't work well for, like, if you bought a whole case of something. That's why Black Series figures are so hard to find, because the computer doesn't understand that case is gone. That case is supposed to be there, and you're supposed to sell 1 or 2 pieces out of it over the next couple weeks. Well, they had to go back in and completely redo how some toys were set up for pre-ordering, because they weren't getting them back in time. And that's why we couldn't find some stuff, apart from people just buying the whole case. I did it, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I've got the Ross guy's supposedly going to be looking at some data for me and telling me what kind of markup some of this stuff is having. Because he said some of this stuff you wouldn't believe we're selling for $5 and we paid $0.25 for a piece. And just to get it out of their warehouses. I think that's the Funko stuff. But it'd be interesting to see.
Definitely.
Yeah. That's why Target doesn't have a lot of stuff on the shelves all the time, is because their version of positive inventory is very strict, and the computer doesn't even think about ordering something until they only have 2 of it left. It'd be interesting to walk you around a Target, and it's not just the toy department. Every department looks like this. It's half empty all the time, because they're keeping so little stuff in the stores anymore. During COVID, they got burned so bad that they actually cut 1/4 of the SKUs out of their company, which is why it looked like it. But, well, they also, Funko got into a lot of trouble because instead of selling it, which this made no sense at all, they took over 2 million Funkos and just put them in a landfill and dumped them. Instead of either giving them to a children's charity or selling them to Ross, they dumped them all and took the tax write-off, kind of like they did for the Catwoman movie or Batwoman movie. And people got very mad because, of course, they got caught, and some people working at the dumps suddenly were showing up at local flea markets and stuff with full cases of Funkos because they basically just took a semi and dumped the whole thing in the thing and left. They got a lot of bad publicity for that. Well, the interesting thing is Ross has been stocking some of this stuff up in their warehouses since summer. They actually didn't know if they'd have enough stuff for Christmas this year because ordering was weird. But then they had a huge new order set come in, Jonathan, from in September. And he says we're going to be start seeing that very soon, and that they may actually have more Christmas stuff left after Christmas than they've ever had before. And they don't have clearance sales because stuff's already cheap. But yeah, they should have done something with them. They could have split them up between TJ Maxx and Ross and Burlington and Big Lots and Ollie's, and they would have easily. Ollie's probably would have taken all of them. I mean, they just bought out a whole company that made flooring, and they just bought the whole company's stock, and they're moving it into the stores. Ollie's will buy anything, but yeah. So I'm trying to find out more about it. This guy used to work for KB, who I knew, who now works for Ross, and it's interesting. And that's the problem. John, that's exactly it. The warehouse was losing so much money, and that warehouse was closed. And they also closed knocked out a whole bunch of their thing, but there was just no way that they could move it fast enough. Apparently, where if they'd have planned ahead, they could have. Instead, they were planning behind the scenes to dump it in the garbage, which was funny because you know what? Like a ton of those figures were. They were all in boxes marked Earth Day because they were Earth Day specific Funkos that were supposed to go out that nobody ordered, and so they dumped them in a landfill. That's just the funniest flipping thing. Hey Ed, how's it going?
That's mental, man.
Yeah, it's just some of the I don't know. Like, it's weird that they're getting Dune stuff and things like that have obviously been sitting in a warehouse for a couple of years. Now, maybe eventually they were just like, okay, we just got to get rid of this. Like John was saying, it takes money to store that stuff. And if you store too much of it, you can't get away. But there's no Batman 66 stuff at Ross. And like I said, there's no Flash, no Black Arrow or Black Adam, none of that stuff. They have gotten a little bit of Flash. They just started getting the Spin Master. They got some of the Spin Master figures and a 3-pack. I was hoping they'd get that big Batwing. And, but I missed those when Target put them to $20. I didn't care about Flash. I just wanted it because it was Batman 89. But so yeah, I'm gonna head out again tomorrow. Hopefully find almost nothing. But yeah, John, that Dune line got shafted. The figures were too big to start with, especially Big Boy, who is now $5 at Ross if you can find him. They already sold out of most of him. And they did the exact same thing this time. The Dune figures hit the shelves and they pushed the movie back until next year. Now I think it's only January, but still they pushed it back almost 2 months, and now those figures are just sitting at Target and at GameStop, gathering dust, getting more and more damaged. as they get picked up more and more. But it'll be interesting to see. But at least there's something for the movie, you know. Um, Reaction did those Dune figures for the first movie, and those were kind of cool. I was hoping they'd do a sandworm,
Mm.
but they didn't. And last time I knew, this was a couple years ago, they did get the license for the last Starfighter, and I don't know why they're not out. They'd
Oh,
sell.
definitely, man. It'd be cool to have them in something from that.
Well, that one company did them, and they were like $80 a piece, and they sold out. So that tells you there's a marketing for it. There's a market for Last Starfighter stuff. You know, they those Tron, dear God, those new Tron things, they're park exclusive stuff, so they're expensive as hell. But I bought them all because I wanted them, and they looked cool, and they looked a lot like the old ones. But I wish they do that. I really wish somebody would do some good classic Battlestar figures,
Mm-hmm.
in either 3 3/4 or a 6-inch line. You know, that would be great. I would love that. You could just do Battlestar Galactica and have a mixture from the new and the old show, and it would sell. I know it would, because the Hallmark ornament from this year you can't get. It's sold out everywhere. There's a lot of old classic things that I think they would do well. That
It's like there's a what's his name? Is it Slimehouse Theo? It's somebody that we know through the Toy Division group. He's actually doing his own action figure line, and he keeps posting. You know the movie in the 80s. It was Clyde Arena,
oh yeah,
the Gladiator. Well, I think he's doing. I think he's got the license. I don't know if he's got the license yet, but he's keeps teasing these arena figures. And I
huh.
went from back in the day. It's like when I seen that, I knew exactly what that character was from.
Well, how expensive could that license really be? Or the license say for Kroll? How expensive could Kroll possibly be? You know, I understand if it's Disney and it's Tron or something like that, but nobody's using Last Starfighter for
There's
anything.
another UK company. What's it? Is it Nemo Studio? I'm sure it's called Nemo Studios,
Mm-hmm.
but they've done a lot of. He's been doing a lot of the V figures that never come out. He's
Oh,
also done. He's also done figures from. Looks like the both Ewok movies as well.
huh, cool. I've not. I'll have to go look for those. I know they just finished the what was the second wave of Ewoks cartoon figures.
He
Because
the Nemo Studios. They're doing like the what they should have been in like the vintage style Ewok figures. So you've got like you've got the kid, you've got the girl, and then you've got the old guy for the second movie, and then you've got the big monster thing that they all fight at the end of the first one. He's done that kind of thing, and he's
huh,
also done you know the yogurt pots, the fearsome feats.
no,
I don't know if you ever got them in the States. He's actually done action figures on them as well. It's a good
hmm.
thing. Have a look at his website, man. Some of the stuff that he's got is like, damn.
Oh, well, that was stupid. I put in Nemo toys, and of course, it brings up everything for Finding Nemo. So I'll have to figure that out and do it do it some other time. I was like, oh, that'd be cool to see.
Um,
Oh, Nema. Okay.
did you find it? I was just going to send you the link through Instagram there if you can find it.
Nema Studios. Do do do.
We've had them on the we've had them on the
Not,
live stream a few times.
bad. They don't. They're. It's hard to say that those are worse than. Let's see. I'll do this. tab to new window. Insert. Present. I mean, they're pretty basic to be $40. I do like the cards a lot. Now, he doesn't look bad. Teak. Huh. Oops. Moved off camera. Where'd that go? Ah, there we are. Okay. Oh, he did a couple little vehicles too, or monsters. I love the card for that Howard the Duck. It's cool.
I think he's actually put his prices up on some of this stuff, eh?
$130 for a set of 4. Pat Fink. Wow. I didn't know many people even remember Bat Fink.
He's bringing quite a lot of the old line, like the old cartoons and all that, bringing them to life. He's even started doing the Spaceball. I'm kind of tempted. I'm tempted with the Spaceball figures. Like,
that's pretty cool.
They're expensive, but
ooh, I don't like how those are packaged. Oh, there are the kids. Huh. I saw somewhere that Hasbro is doing a set of prequel, like episode 1 retro figures. I think I might have to pick those up. Huh. Those are pretty cool. They're way too expensive.
I was going to say, just looking at those prices, fair enough, I know that's in dollars for use. I thought just kind of meant, man. I know you like your old style TV shows and all that. I was just
I do.
When we were talking there, it's like maybe say to Ghost that there is somebody that does V figures if you ever wanted to buy some kind of thing, but
yeah,
they are expensive.
For me, almost half of it is the card back. How kind of good work has been put into the card back. Like those new Ewok ones, the card backs were done by Chris King, Kinder by King, and I love his work. I have a ton of his stuff. In fact, I just got some in a couple of days ago. And that's actually half the battle for me, is buying it because it looks like that one weird show that McFarlane did figures for. I don't like the packaging. The figure looks kind of cool, but I would never have bought that for full price, ever. But, So what else are you going to be up to this week before Christmas?
Well, me and Dave are going to do our Christmas live stream on Thursday. So this will be like the first live stream I've done in over a month.
Cool. I will try and endeavor to be there.
We were talking about it. It's like, you see, I know the situation you're going through with your mum and that, and it's like, but I want to do something before the end of the year, kind of thing. I don't want to just kind of disappear, because I haven't really done any live streams apart from like popping onto yourselves and the odd one. And it's like, no, we need to do this one. So it'll be on Thursday at 10 o'clock my time. So it's 10 o'clock UK time. Just to give, I said, we do it a little bit later. It gives like the guys for the States like yourself, gives you a chance to come in and kind of thing past.
Oddly enough, that's so you're going to do it at 10 p.m. your time.
Yeah.
So that's 7 minus. That's like two our time. That's not bad. 2 or 3.
I know Shabby's easiest because Shabby's 5 hours behind us. So when we do it
Yeah,
at 8, we do it at 9. I think it's 4 o'clock his time, kind of thing. And I know
yeah.
midnight.
Then you add 2 more for me, so then it's 6 my time.
I know 2 o'clock in the morning my time is 9 o'clock p.m. his time. So he's the only one I
And
kind
it's
of know. But it's like with yourself, it's like how far?
noon Australian time tomorrow. Something. Ed,
It's
what
like
time is it there?
how far is Chris? Is he 5 hours? Is he 6 hours? Is he 7 hours?
That's why I always try and do things at like noon because I know then it's 7 p.m. your time from my time to there. And then I just do one side or the other, and I can do the math in my head easier. And then if I do stuff at noon, then it's 2 o'clock Eastern, 7 your time, and it's 11 a.m. California's time. You know, but
It's crazy that you got all the states in America and every state's near enough got a different time zone. It's like a few hours.
that was when I was driving home. Um, you pass through a time zone, and you're like, um, coming home, it's fun because you're like, okay, it's 10 o'clock. I can get home, and then you're like, you cross under this underpass, and now it's 9 o'clock. It's like, woohoo! We just got there an hour faster. Time is an illusion. Lunchtime doubly so.
Oh, definitely.
But well, that'll be cool. Everybody, make sure you check in Thursday-ish and get going on that. I don't know. I might do a live stream Friday. We'll see. Depending on if I can get all this put away, because it's kind of taking up space. So I got to put all that away, and then I've got enough space. I got a whole bunch of 45s and a whole bunch of LPs that I got, and I haven't completely went through them all because they're so heavy. No wonder we got rid of records. Damn, they're heavy. So I might go over those on a live stream Friday, and then I think Sunday. I'm not absolutely sure yet. At 9 p.m. my time, which it won't matter for you because that'll be, it'll already be Christmas. I think I'm going to do a live reading of A Christmas Carol starting at 9 p.m. my time. And I should end probably right around 11. I think it should take about 2.5 hours. It's only 65-page book. So, I might do that. And then Monday I have a premiere stream I'm doing because it's Christmas. So I assume everybody's going to be doing other things. But I found like 50 Star Logs, old issues of Star Log, at a thrift store, and I bought them all. And they're like from issue 2 through like 50 something. And I forgot, what the before time was like. When we didn't have a computer that showed us the latest trailers, we had Starlog or Fangoria to tell us, or Cinescape to tell us what was coming up and what was in production and who just got, cast. Some of them are like the casting of Batman and things like that. It's hilarious. One of the articles is updating the Batman movie, and this was in 84 or 5. So it was long before the 89 version ever went into production. They had been working on another one. But they didn't say who they had even thought about casting. So I don't think it was an Adam Westy movie. I think it was a completely different direction. But, it's weird. So I got that going that Monday. And I did get the Home Alone house for Lego.
Oh, nice.
So if we do a Lego stream Sunday, which I'm hoping, Rum, if you're hearing, I hope you're feeling better, bud. I know you've been really sick, and we miss you, but we don't want you back until you're well. And do what your doctor tells you and take your medicine. It's like a 2-year-old. So, um, so I might do that. If I get bored later in the week, I may actually start that myself, or it may be something I do after. Other than that, just about every weekday and through at least the first couple weeks of January, I do have a new video every day at 10:30. So I can't remember what today was. Oh, today was the figures company, kind of Mego-ish style DC figures. So I've got a whole bunch of those super cheap.
Nice.
So, but well, thanks for coming in and filling time and talking. But well, he is. I love him to death, but he's horrible at taking care of himself. Earth Mom's over there helping. So, and let's see. I think that's about it, really. I don't know if anybody. I would assume that Kat's going to do her puzzle stream maybe Friday night. That might be about it because she'll have stuff with Raffy and stuff for this weekend going on. And
to be honest with you, I can't believe it's Christmas this weekend. Like, it's mental.
It is, and it's crazy. Here it's really nice today. We've had a very mild winter so far. We've had some good rain and stuff, which is good for us. But it's almost 60 today, and I've got windows open. I turned the heat off. I'm getting some fresh air in here. It's nice. But yeah, so it's crazy, crazy warm. But then we've been told that toward the end of January, it's going to be very cold, and that February and March are probably going to be incredibly snowy, and we may even have at least probably one blizzard that will probably shut the city down again. So as long as we get our water, I don't care.
They keep threatening the weatherman over here keeps threatening us, oh, you're going to get snow, we're going to get snow. We've not had it yet.
Yeah. Well, I would hope not, Ed. If you guys got snow in the middle of your summer, I would hope not. But if you did, I would completely believe in climate change 100% if Sydney got like 2 inches of snow tomorrow. I would be 100% on board, and I'd do whatever it took, while I'm still alive to try and stop them from snow in the summer. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you all for coming in and keeping up with us, and we'll keep looking out for stuff at Ross. My buddy told me that there is more McFarlane DC stuff coming. That there's another kind of bigger wave of that coming down. He said there's not as much Star Wars coming, but there's more Jurassic Park, which I think is what's just been hitting the stores the last couple of days. But he says there's a whole bunch of McFarlane DC stuff coming. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we'll have to see what all that, because I don't own a lot of DC either until now, and now I own like 20 of them because they're $5 a piece. So I spend $100 and get a whole bunch of figures that I don't need as usual. So anyway, all right, I will until next time, I'll catch you all on the flip side.